Konnichiwa. We are going to go ahead and continue with what we started in the last lesson and learn how to talk about the way something seems in Japanese. The words we're going to focus on today are mitai and yo. So before we get into the version of mitai that we're talking about today, I just want to remind you of another version of mitai that we are not talking about, and that would be want to see, taking the verb miru, to see, and changing it into its Thai form to express want. So if we said, Sono terebi bangumi o mitai desu, that would mean I want to see that TV show. And that word bangumi means program, as in a TV show, a radio program, that kind of program. But again, we are talking about a different mitai. So when we use mitai today, we are talking about a word that means like or similar to. One thing you'll notice is that I only write this word in hiragana. That's almost always how you will see it in Japanese. So the mitai we just talked about, want to see, that is usually written with the kanji for me. But in this case, this is going to be full hiragana. So the form we're going to look at is taking a noun and adding mitai, and this will mean like the noun that we used. So starting with an easy one, if we said yume mitai desu, that would mean it's like a dream. That word yume means dream. For another example, if I said, Sono neko wa inu mitai da, that would mean that cat is like a dog. Something you should know is that mitai is treated like a na adjective, not an e adjective. I know that when we talk about the Thai form for verbs, Thai form is treated like an e adjective. But again, this is a separate word, and it is treated like a na adjective. So to give an example of this, if I said, Sore wa inu mitai na neko da, that would mean, that's a cat that's like a dog. We could also use what we learned about turning na adjectives into their adverb form, and we could say, Sono neko wa inu mitai ni tabete iru, meaning that cat is eating like a dog. And if I said, Boku no oji-san wa kuma mitai ni tsuyokatta desu, that would mean, my grandfather was as strong as a bear. And we introduced a new word there. Oji-san means grandfather. Oji-san means uncle. Oba-san means grandmother. And Oba-san means aunt. These, again, are usually written completely in hiragana, even though they do have kanji. If I said, Neko wa shishi mitai da, demo inu wa o kami mitai janai, that would mean cats are like lions, but dogs are not like wolves. And we introduce some new words again. Shishi means lion, and okami means wolf. So now that we've learned about mitai, our other word today is yo, and it can be used pretty much in the same way as mitai, but is mainly used as written Japanese, not spoken Japanese. Generally, if you use yo when you're speaking, it's going to sound kind of weird. And yo, like mitai, is also treated as a na adjective. And the form we're going to be using in this case is a noun, the particle no, and yo. So if I said, Anata tachi wa kyodai no yo da, that would mean you all are like siblings. So that new word, kyodai, means siblings or brothers. It is a collective noun, so it has to be plural. You cannot use kyodai to just mean one sibling. And for comparison, the word shimai means sisters. If I said, Watashi no tomodachi wa Mozart no you ni piano o hikeru, that would mean, my friend can play the piano like Mozart. That new word, hiku, means to play, usually a string or keyboard instrument, and therefore hikeru is the potential form of that verb. It means to be able to play, again, a string or keyboard instrument. And of course, Mozzaruto means Mozart. And that is written in katakana, of course, because it's a foreign word. We take mo, a dash, tsu, small a, ru, and to. If we said, Kono mizu wa ringo no you na aji ga arimasu, that would mean this water tastes like apples, or a more literal translation would really be this water has an apple-like taste. That word aji means taste. So that pretty much covers the grammar for today, but before we get into today's practice, there's a few words I want you to learn. Our first word, ongaku, means music. Our second word, koe, means voice. Our third word, tori, means bird. Our fourth word, utao, means to sing. Our fifth word is a katakana word. It is a name that you're going to use in one of the practice questions, and it is Claudio. That is ku, ra, u, de, small I, and o. Claudio. And that, of course, means Claudio. Our sixth word is tenshi, and that means angel. Our seventh word is atamagai, and that means smart. Literally, you're taking the word atama, which means head, the particle ga, and then the word I for good. So you're saying head is good, literally, when you say this. But of course, the word is atamagai. And when you conjugate this, you're going to conjugate it just like you would conjugate the adjective I normally. So you're going to treat it as if it's yoi. And our final word is another katakana word, another name. It is Einstein, and that is Einstein. No big surprise there. That is a, I, n, shi, small u, ta, I, and n. Einstein. And now let's practice using what we've learned. In this first section, we are going to use mitai. In our second section, we will use yo. Our first sentence, Michiko's voice is like music, and this is going to be formal. Michiko-san no koe wa ongaku mitai desu. Our second sentence, this doesn't taste like chocolate, or more literally, this doesn't have a chocolate-like taste. Kore wa chokoreto mitai na aji ga nai. And our third sentence, Claudio can sing like a bird, and this will be informal. Claudio wa tori mitai ni utaeru. All right, for the next few sentences, instead of mitai, we're going to use yo. Our first sentence is Saki is not like her older sister, and this will be formal. Saki-san wa ane no yo ja arimasen, or Saki-san wa ane no yo janai desu. Our second sentence, your mother was like an angel, and this will be informal. Anata no haha wa tenshi no yo datta. And our final sentence, I want to become smart like Einstein, and this will be formal. Einstein no yo ni atama ga yoku naritai desu. That is all for today's grammar lesson. Have a good day, everyone. Ja, mata.